Cool, press recording. Can you see him? Yes. Is that you, Dad? No, that's fine. Thank you.
Pictures next to it.
Mother-in-law on the job here. Awesome. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the nightly webinar. Thank you all for joining me on a Sunday evening. And for those that are sharing tonight, so thank you again. So we'll kick right into it. Tonight I'll be talking about the Isagenix opportunity with everyone, and what a great one it is. Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer that when it comes to Isagenix, nothing is guaranteed, but everything is possible, or anything is possible. So basically, what you put in is what you're going to get out. Whether that's the health side or if you wanted to earn an income with Isagenix. So what is Isagenix? It's a vehicle for simple physical and financial health. And it's nothing artificial, so all natural. And the awesome thing is that it's backed by science with so many scientific studies out there. So my story in Isagenix started about 3.5 years ago now. It's gone quite quick, but it all started with me just wanting to use the products. I saw my husband's awesome results, and what I was struggling with was a lot of bloating. From food. I was really low in energy. I was one of those people that always liked to nap. And also I was struggling with the performance of my sport. I've always been a sport player and, you know, in regional teams with my netball and basketball and other sports. But even though I was training twice a day, I was feeling like my body wasn't recovering very well, and I couldn't push myself in my games like I really knew that I could. So I got started with Isagenix, and I was one of those skeptical people, but I did watch my husband get results, and I decided to jump on board. And yeah, straight away I noticed the difference with my energy. Especially just straight away, I loved the energy that I got from using these products. My bloating, as you can tell in my pictures, was gone, and also the performance of my sport just shot through the roof. My recovery was better. I was making teams that I never thought I could, like New Zealand teams, and yeah, I just was really performing at my best. And I definitely put it down to using this amazing nutrition and hard work. So it's pretty cool. Now we've shared Isagenix with so many other people, and Calvin and I have been able to create so much freedom in our lives and ease, and just really strive to help others do the same with whatever their goals are. So why Isagenix? I was wondering this at the start because I always ate healthy and exercised. So I thought, why do I need Isagenix? But these reasons really made sense to me, and it made sense why I was feeling the way I was. So firstly, nutritional depletion. So there's a couple of facts here that you guys can read, but pretty much we don't have the nutrients in our food like we used to. There's an increase in depletion in our soils, which then obviously goes into our food that we eat. So our bodies just aren't getting what we need to sustain us throughout the day. Also stress. A scary statistic here is that 75 to 90% of doctors' visits are stress related. That can lead to physical harms of the body, mental, and everybody has some kind of stress in their life, which Isagenix really caters to. Environmental toxicity. So we live in a really toxic world, and it's getting worse, as we all know. I think most people are quite aware of that. There's so many hazardous substances in our air, in our water, in our cleaning products. in our water, in our food, and it's just noticeable, and it's really unavoidable as well. So Isagenix really caters to that as well. So what we focus on is two things: nourish days, where we're getting the good nutrition into our body, and then cleansing days, where just simply we're getting all the bad stuff out. A nourish day typically looks different to different people depending on their goals. It really looks like usually having 2 smoothie meals a day, which is so delicious, which is what I love about it. But they also contain all these macro, micronutrients, all these different nutrients and minerals that really help us sustain our bodies throughout the day. A high quality whey protein from New Zealand, and it's a meal replacement. So like I said before, it's really getting all the nutrients your body needs for one meal. You're not just having these smoothies and Isagenix products, you're also having meals and snacks throughout the day. So we always say, you know, a healthy, balanced diet is really important, along with the Isagenix products, and you're going to get some pretty epic results. So this is not your average shake. As you can see here, there's so many different benefits to it. Like I said, it's just so filling. I didn't think that a shake would be so filling, but I can definitely say that it's one of the only things that really fills me up these days. And like I said, it's just delicious with all the health benefits as well. As you can see here, these are all the different nutrients and minerals that I was talking about that are in these shakes. So yes, it's not your average shake. Isagenix has other products that really cater to having that vitality that everybody desires and needs in your day-to-day life. So a couple of these products that we have, there's so many of them, but a couple that I really love are the greens. So I have a green sachet in my smoothie every day, and it's just ensuring that I reach the daily dose of veggies in my day, and I really notice the difference. And there's over 20 servings of veggies in one of these little sticks. It's incredible. We also have the vitamins and the minerals, which really provide the extra part of the equation of Isagenix, which are the vitamins and minerals that they don't have in the shakes, purely for taste reasons, and they have them in the vitamin form. So the answer to stress is the adaptogens. So if you don't know what adaptogens are, Google it, because I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it's an incredible ingredient, natural, and it's in some of our products. It really helps fight fatigue, boost performance, and aid recovery. So these are really good for everybody, athletes, for people, just everybody who has a stress in their life, and I'm pretty sure everybody does. In the Ionic Supreme, which has over 100 active ingredients in this liquid gold we call Ionic Supreme, and the E-Shot as well, which is a natural energy booster, all with adaptogens. One of my favorite parts of Isagenix that I'm really passionate about is the high performance and athletes range. It's called the Amped range. So there's a lot of products that we have in this range. There's pre-post workout, electrolyte drinks, the natural energy shots, high quality, the protein. And the cool thing is that it has the Informed Sports certified tick as well, which is so important, especially for those athletes that could get drug tested. I know for me, it's just that extra relief that, you know, these products are just safe and, you know, giving me the best things that I need when I perform in my sport. The other part of Isagenix is the cleanse days. So cleanse days are, like I said, really supporting the liver and the kidneys to flush out excess that our body can't naturally flush out. It helps target that visceral fat, which is that dangerous fat that sits around our organs. And you can do different kinds of cleanse days. So really talking to your support person about what works for you and what works into your lifestyle, because that's what Isagenix is. It's truly a lifestyle, and that's what I love about it. It's also definitely a wellness system. And the new essential oils are part of that range, which are just new actually to the company, which is really exciting. And I've just been trying these out recently and just been loving bringing them into my day-to-day life. They can be applied topically, ingested, or diffused, and they have so many different purposes. So if you're interested in the essential oils, then just talk to the person that invited you onto the webinar. Awesome. So now we're going to have some people to share their story with you all. And we have a legend himself here tonight, Weir, who really, truly shows that Isagenix is brought a lot of vitality into his lifestyle. You there, Mars? I'll just unmute.
Hang on. I'm here now, Ness. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Nothing here, no, my dear. Yeah, thanks very much, and hi to everybody who's on here. Yes, I'm 85 years of age, and I've got a young wife who's 63, so I've had to go on Isagenix to keep up with her. No, I'm not really. I'm 65, and I thoroughly love the product. Because 4 years ago, though I was heavily into sport and still am, I was really tired all the time. And anyway, Kelvin, my son, put me onto it. At first, I was very, very sceptical. I thought he was talking rubbish because I'd been involved with a diet before through senior football and all that coming through. But he was right, and I thank him for that. So that was about 4 years ago, and over the years I've used it, especially I'm in masters kneeboard surfing and things like that. I've just been hurt recently, and I've been on sort of not bedridden, but flat on my back and no exercise or anything. And the weight does go on, people, when you're not doing anything, especially when there's lots of goodies around from people bringing it into you. But what I must say that I do notice, that if I am taking my Isagenix, the 2 shakes, and I try and cleanse Ness.
Yes.
Putting those things into me, I have felt a hell of a lot better. Now, I can't really say this because I'm not allowed to, but I think the recovery that I'm having now, and I've had rotator cuff surgery done, where I'm not supposed to be doing anything for 12 to 8 weeks, I feel that it's coming along a hell of a lot better than I had it done when I was 16 years ago. So what I can put that down to, I don't know. I'm getting the hurry up here. So for me, the reason why I like Isagenix is basically it's simple. I'm a very simple person. And as my wife is saying, nodding her head furiously here, but all I can say to you, if you're dwelling on it, get the products into you. Thanks a lot. See ya.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Muzz. That was great. And yeah, I love it how you've really brought it into your lifestyle, got that energy, and lost a few kgs. I was looking at a picture of you before with, it was our European trip about 6 years ago now, and just the difference. You look so much younger, which is awesome. And yeah, you're full of life, which really Isagenix really fits into that, which is really cool. Thanks so much for sharing, Murray. Now we've got Rory telling us about his story. Thanks for jumping on.
What's up, team? How we doing?
Good.
Yeah, so my name's Rory, and basically before Isagenix, I was that typical teenager that was going out every weekend and drinking and then eating Maccas and, pizza all throughout the week. And coming from being a national champ in rowing and then going to that, it was a real big difference in my life. And I got to the point where I literally saw a change, about 45 kgs lost, and I was like, okay, whatever she's doing, I can do that. I didn't need to lose 45 kgs. I just needed to feel better. And started in February, and now today, that was my 16-week challenge. And the results speak for themselves. I was able to get back to the level I was at, training 11 times a week, doing half the training, but just because my nutrition was sorted. Now I'm a shift worker, and that takes a toll out of everybody. But people can have 10 hours sleep, and I can have 5, and I can still be more lively than everybody else in the room. That smile there, it never fades. Every single hour of every day, I'm on my bloody feet smiling. So honestly, Isogenics has changed everything for me. I wake up and I'm like, oh, okay, let's get out of bed for once, instead of lying in there and, watching the day go by. So thank you very much.
So cool. Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, Rory. And yeah, it's crazy what can come from just gaining that energy, and it can be, your happiness and just waking up just, with a smile on your face. So that's so cool and so exciting. So thank you so much for sharing. That's amazing. So now we're going to talk about network marketing and how you hear about Isogenics, because it's not sold in the supermarket or online, just through a website. You have to get Isogenics through somebody else. So it only works when a product works. And Isogenics is spreading throughout the world, and New Zealand, Australia, and it's going fast because everybody is getting amazing results. And you can't dismiss the results that you're seeing. So what is network marketing? Network marketing is people helping people. So people getting awesome results and sharing with others. We do this in our day-to-day lives with so many things, with sharing a movie, a restaurant, so many things. It's just really sharing things that we love and things that have made an impact in our lives. So why is network marketing a really cool industry to be in, and it's getting bigger throughout the world? One reason is, a couple of reasons here. I'm going to go into the industry trends that we're seeing. And one is strikes and redundancies. So the cost of living is rising faster than our incomes. I think we're all quite aware of that. Costs are getting higher, but how can we afford to pay for these things? People are working longer, and also another issue is that jobs are becoming automated. So as you can see, there are pretty scary fact that 60% of jobs will be automated within the next 10 to 20 years. Another reason why network marketing is so awesome is that it's all online, and you can use social media and utilize it from wherever you are in the world. So I'm in a small town in New Zealand, and we can still share Isogenics with whoever because of the internet and the online e-commerce industry that is growing rapidly. There's so many people on Facebook and Instagram that we can, really share Isogenics with if we can't really connect face to face. And also people are so contactable and reachable from wherever you are in the world. So many people have mobile phones now. The U economy is going up and up. So as we all know, industries and companies like Airbnb, Uber are just going through the roof because it's all online and people wanting to earn that extra income. And Isogenics is just another way to do that. So if you eat food, you can also earn an income via Isogenics. The opportunity that Isogenics taps into, we have so many here: weight management, energy, performance, health and vitality, and the essential oils. All these markets are $286 billion markets, which is incredible. But yet, disease and obesity is on the rise year upon year. So these two trends here aren't really adding up. So my opinion that I believe is that we're either buying things that are not working in these industries, in these markets, or we're buying things that are working but aren't maintainable and sustainable. And I truly believe that Isagenix is both of those things. Network marketing and sharing Isagenix online, you can do it your own way, which is incredible. You only have one overhead, which is your food. I know that if you own, a small business, people are having to put in so much money into just starting it up. But that's the beauty of Isagenix, is that you just eat, and then you can share it with others. You have no boss, no employees, which is a bit nice. You can work with whoever you want, and you can do this part-time, full-time. It's really however you want to share it. It's all up to you. It's an option. People just like to use the products, and some people like to make the extra income online. It's really up to the person. One thing that I love is the residual and recurring income, which, if you don't know about it, you can Google that as well, or talk to the person that invited you onto the webinar. Residual income is pretty much just not trading your time for money, which a lot of people are looking for these days. So how do you get an extra income online with Isagenix? You eat it, you love it, and you share it. It's as simple as that. So once you get awesome results, people may ask what you're doing. And if you wanted to share it, you can get rewarded. And then so on and so on, which is pretty incredible. You can make up to $400. You can make $400 by sharing 2 premium packs with people if they start within the same commission week. And that's just getting started, guys. So it's uncapped potential with Isagenix. So if you want to know more about, how you share with people and how you make an income with Isagenix, just ask the person who invited you onto the webinar. So now we have someone who truly is a product of the product, got amazing results, and started sharing Isagenix with others, and has truly made such an impact in not only her community, but all around her, all around people in the world, really. I'm loving this girl. She's on fire. So can you please share your story with us, Krista?
Of course I will. Hey everyone, my name's Krista and I live in Thames in New Zealand. So I purely was a product user to start off with. I started on the products, and within probably 3 days I could notice a massive difference in my energy and just how my body was changing. And I live at home with my family, and I think the main thing that my family noticed was just the shift in like my mindset and the shift in my energy, but also like my relationship with food was really changing. And of course they sort of saw how much I was changing, and they wanted to feel the same thing that I was. So it just sort of happened naturally, really. So my mum started the products, and my sister started the products, and then my dad started the products, and it just went from there, really. I only live in a small place like Vanessa, so for someone like me to with no experience, or I haven't been to university, for someone like me to be able to share these products in the community, it's been really cool. So as a result of me starting Isagenix, it's now turned into a part-time job for me. So I work 25 hours as a bank teller, and I'm one of those people that Vanessa is touching on, somebody who is fearful of losing their job due to automation. So recently they've just had a big restructure at my work. One lady's been made redundant, and my hours have been cut down to 25. So this sort of industry and this sort of business, honestly, it just made sense to me. So now my sort of worry about redundancy is not longer, like it's not there anymore, because I know that I've got Isagenix there, not even as a backup, but it's the way forward really for me. So now on average, I started the products in the end of March, I think it was, or it's not been long, under a year. And as a result, I'm averaging at an extra $445 per week. And my biggest pay has been $1,000. So for that, on top of my part-time wage already, it's made a massive impact to me financially. And I'm passionate as well as everybody else who is on these calls or is considering doing something else. I'm passionate about the opportunity behind Isagenix, because it's made such a massive difference to myself. So I want to share that with other people, because anybody can do this. Thanks, Ness.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Krista. And yes, anyone can do this for sure. That's if I can do it, anyone can do it. And that's such an amazing story. And I can think of so many people who would just love having, $50 to $400 extra a week, and how much that would really mean to them. So amazing. Thank you so much, Krista. So here's some more results from a few friends that we have here in Isagenix. It's product results, but people that have also made an additional income online. So we have Adam and Bianca. One was using the products to gain muscle, and one lost 25 kgs, which is pretty impressive. Both are impressive, and it's crazy what it's done to both of their lives. Dave and Rachel, another couple. So pretty incredible 16-week results here. Parents of 2 boys, and as you can see, it's truly just changed and impacted their life so much. Holly, once you put the good stuff in, it shows on the outside, and it really did for Holly with her skin. Lacey, amazing transformation of the month here. Incredible. And Dinny from Taranaki, who lost over 40 kgs, but not only that, he is now doing charity work. He's doing triathlons, half marathons, everything. So it's really created so much more in his lifestyle. Sam, who also did Isagenix to gain muscle, is living in the UK at the moment, sharing Isagenix over in the UK. Rico Gear, legend in New Zealand, ex-All Black, and he says, he's in the same shape or even better shape than he was when he was playing for the All Blacks as he is now, which is pretty incredible stuff. Lisa, good friend of ours from Wanganui, an Isabody finalist as well, mum, and just loving the results, and like other people, shared the products and is now able to stay home with her kids, which is so cool. Shannon and Katrina, athletes doing this together, pretty impressive abs there. Cheryl, she's in Taranaki, which is pretty cool. Amazing weight loss transformation. And Claudia, that last year's Isabody Challenge winner. Gma, Josh's grandma, so any age people can do this. It's incredible. So what does Isagenix cost? You've seen the results, that you've seen people who are making an income from Isagenix, and how do you get an online account? How do you get your first box of products ordered? And what does it cost? You're probably wondering. So here we'll go into that, but we're also going to talk about how you can save money on Isagenix. And here's some examples here of some everyday items that you may be buying and how you can really save some money. So the garden salad versus the greens, and how much you're really getting in, plus saving $88 a month there. These are just on average, so not everybody is going to relate to these, but just on average here. So we have a saving of $72 for Powerade, a lot less sugar in the Hydrate, has natural sugars as well, and just so much better for you, plus saving money. We have the E-Shot versus a Red Bull energy drink. I know that a lot of people, you know, use Red Bulls and energy drinks to have a little pick-me-up, but the E-Shot is a natural energy drink from green tea extract and doesn't have the sugar or all the nasties of Red Bull. How much you're saving on just one meal. You know, if you're going to McDonald's, any other, you know, fast food chains, you can save so much and just be getting so much more with the nutrition, and also just the feeling of feeling good is so important. The same thing here, just with our smoothies, which is a meal, saving $14 if you're going to, say, Coffee Club. You're getting an eggs brekkie, same with the smoothie bowl. You know, you can make smoothie bowls with isogenic smoothies, and just the saving here on. That also with the tank smoothies, one thing here I noticed is the sugar content plus the $8 versus $4.80 with our shakes. So here's the costings here. What happens is you start isogenics on a pack for your first month, and after that you can really cater it to your lifestyle and whatever you want to spend. But the first month you're really experiencing that whole system, and we really recommend the premium pack or the ultimate pack if you're really serious about getting results. You know, has all the snacks there and everything that you need. If we're going off the premium pack, you know, you're paying $23 a day in New Zealand. And we always encourage people to have a look at your bank account and see, you know, what you are spending and really relate isogenics to what you're spending and what you can afford. And, you know, keeping in mind that the average Kiwi spends roughly $10 to $15 a meal. So you can really save with isogenics. How do you start? Ask the person who invited you to this webinar, and they will help you out and support you through the process. I think that's something that's so key to this. It's just having that support the whole way through, people to hold you accountable, and yeah, just that support and that encouragement to keep going and to get those results that you want is so crucial. One thing I love about it is that, you know, if you don't get your health back, you can get your money back on isogenics for your first month. And yeah, there's no risk with isogenics, which is so cool. As you can see, our little crew here, not everybody in it, but just a few of the people. And yeah, something that I love is the community and the support, and everyone's got your back. So like we said, really ask the person that invited you onto the webinar, and I hope you enjoyed the session today. So thank you all for coming on. Thank you for sharing your story, guys, and have a good Sunday night. Bye.